All right. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. It is yet another Thursday night. So blessed to be here. Let's see who's in the room so far. Okay, Joski C, Jeff Cottrell, Catman Bill, Bill Elkins, Frank Moshman, Poeta Cool, Terry Rose, Julian Matthews, Iggy PV. I. What's up, everybody? I see Jane is in the room. Oh, yes. Catherine. Yes, yes. We have a beautiful list of poets tonight. Tonight is the eve of my birthday, and the age of Aquarius is upon us. At the stroke of midnight tonight, yours truly will be going into my final year of my 40s. And I feel so blessed to be alive and to be just in this place in time right now with all of you. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. So, I had written some new shit, and now I wanted to find it. But I put everybody's name in the chat. Let me put it again. Oh, Deadpan Lizzie is here. Okay. Yes, it's been my birthday, and my makeup is brought to you by my daughter, Espada de la Luz, who wanted to do my birthday makeup. So, thank you, Espada. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nick Diaz performed at the Hybrid and rocked it out with an amazing poem. Loved it. I saw that. Thank you for sharing yourself. You're just blowing up. um, okay, what else can I say? I'm just, God. Frank, oh, you said you registered at about 10 p.m. yesterday. Did it come across? Let me put it in the chat. I don't think there's a Frank, but lucky for you, there is a good luck round. And that is where people that don't get to sign up in time but are in the chat tonight, chat me up and let me know, and I will put you on the good luck round at the end. So after our secured slots, all those performers go, then we will do the good luck round. So I'm going to assume that that's where you want to be tonight, Frank. Let me put you there. Anybody else that's with us tonight that isn't on the list and you want to get on, let me know. Chat me up. Yep. Terry Rose, you want to get on? Okay. Well, I'll put Terry Rose too. Um, Age of Aquarius. This is a time of true awakening. The photon belt through the metaverse. Just I don't know. I'm just so excited for everything that's to come, and I feel like I'm all grown up, even though I still have that little girl inside. Robert wants on. Okay, I will check all of that, but let me just say that tonight, thank you to our sponsors: National Endowment for the Arts, Council on the Arts, New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, New York Community Trust, and all of you that have made a donation here to the cafe. Thank you so much, because I did see the list and I was just so moved. I was like, wow, we really do have an amazing community of support, and your support goes a long way. And if you want to join that community and support, visit neweurekan.org/contribute so we could keep it growing and developing. And as we grow, the cafe grows too. Um, I think the first time I spit on a Thursday was on my birthday. Really? Oh my God. What, last year, Deadpan Lizzie? Ashley B wants in. Okay. Well, if you got some new shit, let me know it's some new shit. If you got some old shit, let me know it's some old shit. If it's your very first time ever, you let me know and I will sing the Pop the Cherry song for you. If you want me to. That is. So, let's see what it says in here. I was like, I think I was writing like gangster rap in the doctor's office. I don't want to share gangster rap. But anywho, you know what? I'll see at the end. If you wait till the end, I will figure out what I want to share. But right now, we're going to go into our first performer, who is none other than Michael Sindler.
Well, hey, happy birthday. Yes, glad to get to spend another one with you. This is wonderful. I am going to start with one that is based on I was in a generative workshop, and this guy wrote this thing about how he said hello to this woman on the street and she wouldn't answer him back, and how upset that made him. And I was like, dude, she doesn't have any, can't expect that. So I wrote this. It's called Hold Up the Dream. Do not surrender your right to choose. You have no obligation to be part of anyone's conversation. You do not have to give an excuse. You do not have to express your viewpoint. You do not have to return a compliment. Your voice is yours. Your space is yours. Your time is yours. Forcing your compliance is abuse. Do not let yourself be gaslit. But when you want to speak your mind, do not let the stifling sense of insecurity or confining wall of false superiority nailed up around you by haters hold you back. Knock that wall down with your truth. Speak out from the conviction of your soul. If others want to hear, they will. If they want to ignore, let them. It is their loss. But do not force, just as you do not wish to be forced. Kindred ears will reach kindred hearts. Kindred voices will join with you in shared acceptance of mind and message. Do not waste your time in argument, running into the same impediment over and over until you knock yourself senseless, brow bloodied for no reason. Do not lecture those who will not listen. Find those who seek and share wisdom. They are not a waste of time. They are your ever-growing community. Do not surrender your dreams or dignity. Refute the past distorted mirror vision melted by hot, cruel mockery to obscure your true visage. Refute the vain slander of those who would put you down to rise higher on inflated sense of self-worth. Do not surrender and do not shrink. Reach out with gentle strength. Help hold up the dream of a world without hate. Okay, and I'm going to do one more. And unfortunately, we don't screen share here because this is a concrete poem and it looks nice on the page, but you'll just listen. So this is Peeling an Apple for Brian Franco. Peeling an apple, always trying for that one long, beautiful, unbroken spiral, rolling down to rest on the cutting board below like a sweet smile of success. Sometimes it happens, a small victory gladly taken when I can get it, whether denuded in one fell swoop or stripped in several segmented attempts, it falls without sound. Between peeler and poised palm, the spongy white fruit flesh awaits, fighting urge to bite deep and chatter, 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 cycling teeth around until devoured down to stem and seed, desires held at bay. Instead, paring knife comes into play, 3 strokes to quarter, 4 more to remove core, slice, 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 thin and even, stacked and shifted, circular arrangement, arrayed on top of tossed salad with walnuts, plum tomatoes, and gorgonzola, sheer wings of fructose soaking up vinaigrette, bold, balancing bite, crisping up soft red leaf lettuce and bitter radicchio. Okay, thank you very much.
Woo! Michael Sindler. You made me hungry with the last part. That was awesome. Yes, entitlement is a sickness. A lot of people feel entitled to, a lot of things. And, that's where boundaries come in. Nobody owes you a damn thing, not a smile, not nothing. you know? Did you hear a noise? That was weird. So Jeff Cottrell is up next. I wanted to announce that I forgot to say that I developed my one-woman show from Puerto Rico, and it sold out in 12 hours, 75 seats in Ostos. I posted it at midnight, and by noon it was done. I was like, oh my God, from Puerto Rico. And it's my love letter to Puerto Rico, to Puerto Ricans, and to, my family. And it has beautiful photography of, the 1972 when my father and his best friend, Ronnie Kessler, were out in Puerto Rico and captured Puerto Rico, that no longer exists, but the one that I know. And it's really sentimental. It's a journey, on Anacaona Airlines. I take you on this journey, and it's in process too. So it was absolutely free to the public because of grants that I've, worked to get and stuff. And so I was able to offer it free, and I hope to continue to be able to do that, with the grant writing, so that my people just don't have to, pay for the art and see it, and also witness the growth of it, because the real big performance is going to be in June, which is the month where Puerto Rico, you have the Puerto Rican Day Parade and so many things. So I'm on it. I am on it. But I digress. I wanted to get that in. Jeff Cottrell has been doing so well for himself, theatrically, poetically. Let's see what's good with him and Pinky.
Hey, here I am. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
So I guess tonight I'll give you an oldie that I'm sure a few of you have heard before. We're gonna move from entitlement to empowerment. Help! Huge rock fell on me! I'm trapped! I'm in pain! Somebody help! Hello? Hello! Help me! I'm trapped under this rock! I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I said help me! The rock fell on me! Speak louder, please. You're mumbling. Help me! I'm trapped under this big rock! Oh, you say you're trapped under that boulder there. Yes, it fell on me! And now you would like me to lift said boulder off and free you from its gravitational oppression. Yes, please, and maybe call 911. I think I've lost a lot of blood. So, just to make sure I understand, you have trapped yourself into an undesirable circumstance, and you would like me to take full responsibility for your delivery from it. Sure, whatever, just get this rock off me. You know, my friend, life is full of adversity. You can't escape it. But some would say that the true substance of a person's character lies not in what challenges one faces, but in how one responds to said challenges. What are you talking about? Just get this rock off me. Now, is that a productive response? Have frustration and panic ever served us well? Can you not find a more positive way to surmount this obstacle? Yes, I'm surmounting it by asking you to help me. Get the rock off me. My. What slow learners we human beings are. Isn't it funny? Sometimes the only way we can make progress in life is through the hard lessons. And that is why I'm going to help you, my friend. You're going to help me? Yes, I'm going to help you by not lifting that rock off you. What I am doing is empowering you, you see. I am not giving you the easy way out. I am forcing you to take responsibility for yourself. I am giving you the opportunity to learn how to solve your own problems and withstand the slings and arrows that life flings at us. And in the long run, isn't that a much more generous gift? Yes, that's very kind of you, thank you. But I'd much rather you get this fucking rock off me now. Well, cursing and sarcasm certainly won't get it off. Now, here's what I do when life hands me a sour old lemon or two. I take a look at the situation from an objective viewpoint, and I ask myself, hey, How did I invite this into my life? What do I do to bring these little calamities upon myself? You see, by honest, rigorous self-examination, I can stop myself from making the same mistakes again. But to do that, of course, I have to take a step back and look at myself objectively. Do you think you can take a step back like that? No, I can't take a step anywhere because I'm trapped under a rock. Why can't you just get the rock off me? And what good would that do? I could bail you out, but what would you learn from that? There's only one person in the entire world who can change your life, and it's not me. Do you know who it is? A paramedic? No, I mean you. Only you are responsible for your own growth and improvement. And now that you know this, it's up to you to look in the mirror and make a change. That's where you get your power from. There, don't you feel empowered now? No, I feel trapped and racked with pain. Well, who's to blame for that? Not the world, not society, not God, and certainly not me. Think about that. Well, I'm glad we've had this little talk, my friend. But I've got to run. I'm already late for my medication class, and then I've got Zumba. See you later. You're being a real asshole, you know that? Well, perhaps, but don't forget what Marilyn said. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. What the fuck does that even mean? Anyway, do take care of yourself. Toodles. Wait, get back here, you jerk! Get this rock off me! Oh, crap. Oh, maybe a pointless and painful death isn't so bad. La la la. Just sitting here waiting to die. And now that I think of it, should I have paid more attention to that beware of falling rock sign over there? Or maybe it is my fault. No, what am I thinking? It's the sign that's wrong. That was called Empowerment, and you can catch me this Saturday at the Paper Teller Diorama anthology reading online on Facebook or on Zoom.
Thank you, Jeff Cottrell. Thank you so much. Jeff Cottrell, everybody. Empowerment. Made me think of the guy that was under a rock, but he cut his arm off to get free. That's some.
127 Days, I think was called. That guy?
I forget, but damn. Thanks, Jeff. Ed, the fireman foreman, is up next. Let's see what the fireman's got cooking.
Something good. You and Rockefeller did a poor credible showcase on Zoom. I just love seeing talented females bloom. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to push right on through. All right. Hola, Senorita Butterscotch. Do you want to listen to what's sexy and hot? Oh, the heat and jolts aren't going to stop. I'm here to make your minds and loins go pop. But this is a disclaimer. This piece is going to be super spicy. I don't want little ones' ears and minds become too icy. Please listen maturely, wisely, and responsibly. Okay, enough about that. Let's go. Let's put on my hat. This is called Bleach Sheets. Let's bask in the crimson river of heat. Can you feel the beat jolts through your head to your feet, making us feel more complete? You and me wrapped up in red euphoria, exploring a deep degree, looking around your auroras. Your eyes, lips, breasts, pussy, and hips, lots of loving to go around. I can feel the excitement in your nips, manly panting without quiet sounds in pounds. How to begin this invasion? Nice, light, and slow. It's going to be a scorching situation as our discontent burns down, down, down below. My tongue wiggles in delight, kissing all over your chest. You're shaking with all your might. Deep feelings we must confess. Slowly kissing your chest and belly, your eyes open wide, your parts are shaking like jelly, my ecstasy seeping through your mind. I slowly spread your thighs, your mouth opens without words. From you, my scrumptious sunrise, I want to fill in your pink blurs. Honey, yes, you're getting lost in the pleasure. You're losing your iron grip, but please, darling, rest assured your caves and mountains will drip. I take a breath to give you a little kiss. I was thinking a little south. I want to fulfill your wish. I want to send fireworks to your lower mouth. Slowly your mind drifts to ecstasy. You can't escape the inner ringing bells. Now, can you really feel me? I got you under my sexual burning spell. We quickly jam underneath the soft sheets, We are moving and grooving in the midnight heat. I can see your legs shaking, your toes curling on your feet. Let's just repeat, repeat, and repeat with different beats, my sweet. From one big rush, I started the thrust and thrust. The bliss quickly covered your face. The lust silent the annoying fuss. Sorry for the race, but did you feel in place from your nightly misty embrace? Doing you with deep passion, aiming for your satisfaction, our ultimate peak, our climactic burning counteractions. Did you enjoy your sexual, erotic, and overjoyed distractions? Thank you. Hope you have a great satisfaction for another chain reaction.
Ed the fireman foreman. Always heating it up. Thank you so much for that. And now let's see, who do we have next? Joski C.
Hola, bruja.
Joski.
Happy birthday to you. I know it's
Yes,
the eve.
yes. Thank you.
So tonight, I wrote this song for the beautiful Deneen, and I play it tonight on the occasion of her birthday, which is today. I have tried to take time for all these changes. I've been trying to see from every different view. I have lived my life following these rainbows, but they all lead to you. All this pain falls down like rain. Sometimes it wants to drown me, until I feel your warm light shining through. And it's surreal how fine I feel when your arms are around me. You'll always find me coming home to you. I've been down to a place where lonely sorrow painted on my soul in shades of gray and blue. I've come round, now it's time for me to rearrange my life and join with you. And I suppose no one knows this love that's grown between us feels deeper than the deepest ocean blue. Standing here today, I swear I'll let nothing come between us. You'll always find me coming home to you. Setting sun finds you rising like an evening star, reflecting light in every rainbow hue, shining on through the darkness till dawn finds me in your arms. I love you. Still I play some songs that may remember some hard living, searching for what's real and what is true. I'll stay amazed through all my days at this gift that I've been given. Following these rainbows, I found you.
Joski C, happy birthday, Deneen. Let everybody get in on this.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Amazing.
that was beautiful.
Very soothing. And fast at the same time. I loved it.
Loved it.
Thank
That was
you
A1.
all.
Joski.
I needed that today. ASAP.
There's my beautiful Deneen flashing across the screen.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, I can't take it.
You guys, I know. Oh my God, the romance.
right.
Just wow, the romance.
So awesome.
Viva l'amor! Woo!
Yes.
Goodness. Thank you, Joski C. Happy birthday, Deneen. You and I are on the cusp like this.
Give me the end product, I'll do it for you. I can do it.
What the heck was that? Now we're gonna see what's good with Catherine Badan.
Hi, you said that so well. Happy birthday, Bruja. Congratulations. Another revolution around the sun. And that song was really beautiful. And I have a new old piece, and it's sort of along the same veins of Water. It's called Water. And it's more zen of up and down, in and out, pain, bliss. Well, you'll see. Anyway. The water washes over me in tumultuous waves of turbulent emotions, seeping into every crack and crevice of my being and bringing with it all my past sorrows, past hurts, past indulgences, past fears, and even past memories of pleasure. Between pleasure and pain is the right place to be, but can I maintain it? Usually I am sucked up and thrown out into the water, knocked off my feet, landing into my deepest core of feelings. And these feelings aren't always welcomed. These feelings aren't particularly easy to fathom. My feelings erupt into sharp, cutting diamonds of despair. Sometimes I want to escape them and go back into my mother's womb where all my needs were met and where my feelings were much more self-contained, not so openly displayed for all the world to see, like a big, great, gashing scar bleeding with deeply rooted, festering pain. The water seems to cleanse me if I don't succumb to being sucked up into it, if instead I can allow it to wash over me as I hang on to the great rock of spirit. I want to be cleansed of my sins, cleansed of old past traumas, cleansed of this horrific world, but I still am in the world and still in my body, aren't I? And isn't there some way I can get out of this? Isn't there a place I can run away to and not deal with my corporeal form? I do believe suicide is a sin and that I'd only have to reincarnate and come back again, start the whole horrible process and deal with humanity yet again. And who wants that? This line of thinking makes me sad. I often feel there is no escape and I am trapped in this thing called life on this place called Earth without any hope for a future redemption. The water washes over me, baptizing me and helping me to heal innumerable hurts, more than I can count using all my fingers and toes. The water can sometimes soothe my deepest cuts, but at other times, the water makes things worse, as if seeing things through a magnifying glass, entering every nook and cranny of my soul and flushing out everything I don't particularly want to look at or examine too closely. But the water is relentless. It has no remorse. The water doesn't show me much compassion because the water doesn't care. It just is. It is just. Sometimes the water can be a very cruel mistress, thrusting me upon the jagged rocks of self-revelation without any warning, without any hopes of soothing or of a gentle belonging. Sometimes the water acts as a salve upon my deeper cuts and burns, aloe vera covering me like a warm blanket. But these precious times don't happen as often as I'd like. No, these revered times of salvation aren't as frequently appearing as I'd like. Still, it doesn't matter. What counts is that I show up for the deluge, for the wet wave, for the tsunami, for the monsoon, for the great earthly flood of all humanity as my tears and emotions come up and out in huge rushing gushes of lost dreams and broken hopes, of reviled friendships and the most deeply felt cuts scarring my heart. The water washes over me, always in indulgent hugs, as I hang on for dear life, as I hang on to the raft of God that God has thrown me out of pity or out of love. It turns out, once I have finished spilling my guts all over the living room floor, and after all is said and done, that apparently I don't really want to die after all.
Catherine! Profound introspection. Be like water. What you got? Sorry, I didn't know. I don't know why you got muted. Thank you, Catherine. She went in deep. Aquarius season, water. We are mostly water and water. Juan Ramirez is up next.
What's
Let's
up?
see. Juan, where are
What
you?
up? What's up?
There
How
you
you
go.
doing? What's up? What up, people? How you doing? How's everything? I love all the water stuff. I feel like, damn, I should change my poem or something, but I'm gonna do a different element tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, okay. What element is that?
The Bronx is burning again.
Mm.
They said the BX is burning again. Yo, you want to hear a haiku I made up? At the bodega, chopped cheese is now $8.50. Gentrification. Yo, the boogie is burning. Not L's. I don't mean blaze of 50, but old buildings that ain't up to code. Cause if they blow, we can put up another one, a better one with higher rent. Don't gas us, fuel us, and fan the flames, because when you say we hot, I know what you mean, gentrifier. Yo, the boogie down is burning. Stop throwing trash on my side of the tracks. You want to hear haiku? I'm running late. Unlimited Metro card. Yo, you got a swipe? Want to hear haiku? They call it So Bro. They call it the downtown Bronx. It don't sound like home. Yo, hand me a light, but don't burn my borough down. Don't burn. Yo, we lit. Yo, this fire. Nah, don't burn the boogie down. You don't want no, nah. We don't want no smoke. Want to hear haiku? Breaking news, the Bronx rise from ash like a phoenix. My boogie down, Bronx. Thank you, y'all.
Oh, that shit was fire!
OD.
Fuego.
That was fire.
That was fire, undeniably.
Thank you.
Gentrifier. Oh, I love that wordplay. I live for that. It's so cool. Thank you so much, Juan. Rapping for the boogie down.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Who's unmuted? Who we got talking about? Naima McQueen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Naima. You're definitely on the list tonight. Looking forward to hearing you.
I'm from the Bronx, so.
Woo, boogie down in the building.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna see you soon. But before that, we're gonna go and hear from Catman Bill.
Good evening, Aloha.
Catman Bill.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Well, I was going to take a 6-month hiatus from this place, but I realized that I'm addicted to it. And I couldn't stay away. And, last night I looked at that I opened it up and I said, should I touch it? Should I tap it? Nah. Yes, no, yes, and boom. I just couldn't resist. So here I am. And I know that you have talked about your adult humor. And my humor is somewhat related, but I call it my dirty, disgusting smut performance. So if you don't want to hear dirty, disgusting smut, turn it off. I have said before, I only do my own people, and they are Catholics, Jews, Italians, Ukrainians, and Americans. I don't have anything funny to say about Ukrainians. My God. But I don't know which grandparent came from the Ukraine, but one of them did. Now all bets are off. You're about probably to get insulted, whoever you are. Catholics are the most dangerous animals around, in my opinion. I know. I used to be a Catholic. I went to Catholic school. They're mean, controlling people. They have no sense of humor. Whenever I had sex with a Catholic woman, I always made sure to wear a prophylactic just so I accidentally didn't impregnate her, because I just didn't want to have that on my conscience. And speaking of animals, if I don't eat animals, but I do eat pussy, am I still a vegetarian? It's a question in my mind that hasn't been resolved yet. I'm always in control of myself. At least I think I am. I mean, I've never come up against something that I just didn't know what to do. I know how to get myself out of a jam real quick. I mean, that's why I've been a runner. I run. But that night, when I was confronted by the biggest mound of pussy hair I ever saw, I was stumped. I didn't know what to do. I had been seeing Maria Elena for a while. And then the moment arrived when we got ready for sex, and suddenly staring at this huge mountain of pussy hair. I didn't know whether to praise Allah or cut and run. I did the next best thing. I ran out in my backyard and grabbed the garden rake. But that didn't last long. The garden rake, that is. It broke while I tried to comb the pussy hair to the side so I could get at it. Things get a little rough. And I think some guys become gay because they give up looking for the pussy with all that pussy hair. It's just something that I think might be true. Is anybody laughing now? So, when I'm having sex, I like to talk a lot. Oh, baby this, oh, baby that. These warm, soft little titties are millions of years, evolved millions of years just so I could caress and lick them. And then Maria spoke up one night and said, "Shut up and fuck me." I complied. There's nothing like a woman to boss you around in bed. I used to be into big butts in the 80s. So I developed a relationship with a full-bodied older woman. I was her boy toy. I didn't have a tight fit. In fact, you could say that I felt like Jonah in the whale. So I did the next best thing and became expert at oral pleasure. She once moaned, "Oh, daddy, do it. Oh, daddy." And I thought to myself, hey, that's beatnik jive. Then I reckoned that, well, beatniks got their lexicon from Black culture as I continued performing cunnilingus. And I didn't think any more about where "oh, daddy" came from. Then she told me to lay on my back, and you don't have to ask me twice. So Eleanor got ready to give me fellatio, AKA blowjob. She reached into her mouth and yanked out her dentures and tossed them on the bed. This was pre-implant era, by the way. I kept looking over at those dentures and then back at Ellie and then back at the dentures. And by then, her dentures were beginning to talk to me. "Look over here, asshole. Don't look at Ellie." And you know what? Her dentures did take control of me that night. And that's all I have to say tonight.
Okay, you know what? Let's unmute for that. Let's see what's good.
You said a mouthful.
Yo,
Wow.
I'm glad my AirPods was in my ear.
Let the bush grow.
I am crying
That
laughing
was dope,
right
though. I
now. Oh
liked
my
it a lot.
god.
I'm glad it's only a screen.
Yo.
You can't throw a rotten tomato at me.
Oh my god.
Yo, that rake part though, that rake, I was like,
Exactly. Yup,
oh
that
hell
rate part
no.
threw me off.
That was like, oh
Sure
hell
did.
no. That shit is wrong. That shit is wrong right there. He went ham. He went ham on that on the bush. You gotta move to Flatbush, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Because test talk, test talk. It's time for the test talk. Let's see if the professor how.
I'm still picking my teeth here.
Hola, professor.
Cochino. Not that I'm being judgmental, of course. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Speculative crimes prosecution court. The judge walks out of his cloakroom. The bailiff calls the room to standing attention. Bailiff, all rise. This court is now in session. The Speculative Crimes Prosecution Court of the Second Judicial Circuit Criminal Division is now in session. The Honorable Judge Whitey presiding. Judge walks up to his chair, sits down and shuffles his papers, looks down through the top of the rim of his glasses, scans the room, smirks, and orders that everyone should sit down. Judge, good morning. Today we're here under the new speculative predicted crimes prosecution. These ordinances were adopted after the post-COVID epidemics of the late 21st century, particularly after the severe failure of contact tracing. Millions died from failure to contain the spread of the fatal plague. Additionally, the failure to contain the Vaxxer rebellions, which could have been accomplished via simple, algorithmic, data-driven ecology. It could have been done without impinging on their civil rights by mere contact tracing and inverting them into zones of exclusion, incentivizing vaccinated people from making contact with unregulated vaxxers alone would have crushed the big lie, could have saved many lives. The defender, who is your client? Mr. Stormer jumps to his left and straightens his plaid lawyer sports jacket and tightens up his Windsor tie knot. Mr. Robles continues with his head bobbing from his neck with no reaction. Defender, Your Honor, Daniel Stormer for the plaintiff, Mr. Pablo Robles. Mr. Stormer slouches back into his chair. Judge, for the state, Mr. Del Portillo, frazzled by the judge, put himself together and stood up. Prosecutor, Your Honor, Mr. Johnny Del Portillo for the state. Del Portillo sits back down, shuffles his finger on the display of his court-issued display unit. Mr. Stormer rises. Defender, Your Honor, I respectfully request the dismissal of the charges against my client, Mr. Robles. Mr. Stormer moves a couple of feet forward. Judge, Mr. Stormer, are you planning to try the court's patience? I am very well versed in your social justice discourses, and I'm going to warn you to walk softly. Mr. Stormer pauses for a second, turns to look at his client, who continues sheepishly with his head down. Defender, Your Honor, with all due respect, my client is a model youth in this community. He volunteers at the Senior Citizen Center, checking the COVID survivors' oxygen tanks. He does this every day after school. He's a member of the local urban farm 4-H club. He has won first prize for the best race roosters. He's well versed in trying the Spanish rooster with its white mane and speckled body. He's taught others how to raise the Peruvian rooster with its red mane and black body. He donated the radio rooster he raised to the neighboring urban farm, prized for its golden mane and rich black feathers. He is the National 4-H Club winner for fowl raising. He is very well versed in the habits of the roundhead rooster from the Philippine Islands, where the only pure-blooded lines remain. Mr. Robles is versed in identifying fake ones and pure-blooded ones by observing the chroma prism color effect on their wings. The fact that he was at the wrong place at the wrong time was completely out of his control. The fact that he got caught in a Los Angeles Police Department geofencing and hot zone. Mr. Robles is a mere victim of the data-informed, community-focused policing, the failed LAPD Operation Laser and Pred Pol, remnants of the broken windows policing, the stop and frisk, and the zero tolerance safer cities initiative in Skid Row doesn't change the fact that his mere looks don't constitute a crime. Mr. Robles looked up with a sense of hope. The judge continued to look down his brimmed glasses as if the boredom had overcome him. Mr. De Portillo was smirking. Judge, Mr. Stormer, you are severely trying this court's patience. These are settled facts, studies, and well supported via precedent. Your motion is denied. And I'll stop there.
Hey, Mr. Deportillo. Thank you, Professor. Oof. Okay, everybody, let's be conscious of, I didn't announce it at the top, 4 minutes max, 3 minutes. He stopped right on time, but just keep it tight because I did put a lot of people on the good luck round and I do want to hear everybody. And right now, let's hear from Nick Diaz.
Goody Bruja, happy birthday.
Gracias. There you go. Yeah, honey.
Did you peep Venmo on your phone?
Oh my God, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
So, fun fact, how much did I tip you or give you?
Let me see. It says what, 20 and 5 cents.
That was the year that you came to my high school and performed in my music room. And that's when I learned about spoken word.
Oh my God. What high school was that?
Manhattan Center for Science and Math.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
Yeah. That's so whenever I'm at the New York, whenever I I think about me being, stepping into this space, I'm like, yo, that day changed my life. So yeah.
Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Thank you.
So yeah, happy birthday to you, and I hope to give to the universe as much as you've given all of us. So I appreciate you. And to answer Catman Bill's question earlier, he said he thinks men turn gay because of trying to find long pussy hairs. It's true. That's why I turned gay. No, I'm joking. But nah. And yo, it's so crazy. So many connections tonight. Guang, BX in the building. You said the poem that I've been wanting to write, and I just appreciate you. And that was fire, no pun intended. And I wrote a similar poem about hip hop. So without further ado, rising forth from the ashes of brick and mortar, hip hop was born in the Bronx, popped and locked its first steps on Sedgwick, freestyled its first words on Fordham Road. At least this is how I learned the creation myth. You see, as a child of the 90s, hip hop already sat at its throne high atop Olympus. There, epic coastal beefs between Biggie and Tupac were more savage than the Trojan War. Sirens like Mary J. and Mariah sung me to sleep. Hot 97 was its oracle of Delphi, spreading the gospel, rhythmically rhyming the tales of the hood so the struggle could be understood, heard, and seen. All over tight beats, all in fire fashion. No wonder this art appealed to the masses. Blew up like fireworks on 4th of July, once demonized as pagan. I bore witness to its ascension to heaven. Now more famous than Jesus Christ himself. I think to myself, now that hip hop is pop, Is it still mine? Is it my place of worship? Can I find sanctuary in something that allows white boys to say nigga, lets white girls beat their faces brown to the point of blackface? Do I believe in you, hip hop? But as I pick up my own pen, as I spit on my own mic and let the words flow, I feel its spirit, alive and well, putting the crowd under a spell. I am a disciple. I am an oracle, tasked not with telling hip hop's future, but with creating it. We are all living history. We are hip hop, only if we manifest our own destiny. As long as the Bronx still burns, the spirit of hip hop will burn with it, lighting the way for us prophets to protest, to rebel, to advocate, to challenge, to change. So let us remember the roots of hip hop, that its true nature can't stop, won't stop, rocking to the beat. Thank you guys. You can follow me at Mike Bonito.
Yes. Nick, thank you so much. That ode to hip hop. I love hip hop too. You know, that's the thing. And I'm born the year hip hop was born and the New York Poets Cafe was founded. So 1973 was an amazing year. And I just grew up in all of it, you know, and that's why it's in here. It's so deep. Thank you for that. Thank you, and thank you for your gift, Nick. So sweet. 2005. My son wound up going to that high school, and Maritza Villegas, she was a counselor there. I don't know if you knew her. Maritza Villegas, she is a mentor to me still. Her and her husband, I love them so much. She retired the year my son graduated, and I just was texting them yesterday and sending them all the stuff, and it's just so supportive. So, you know, you never know when you know the ripple effect of one small thing. It can change lives. Just so happy, and look what it has blossomed. Ah, okay. And now, speaking of blossoming, let's go with Chris Lally, who I have featured in certain shows. And
Hello, hola. I'm in Honduras right now.
wow,
I've been absent for a little bit. I'm so happy that it coincided with your birthday. Me signing up finally. Hey,
great to
Ray J.
see
I
you.
see you.
Honduras. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, but I'm gonna save that poem for another day. This one is new shit. And here we go. Neruda said, tonight, I write the most tragic verses. But I can think of several lines he missed. Like the mayor said, a hunger strike does not suffice. You will never have clean air. Like Border Patrol says, my family deserves to pay in time, tears, tears, and thousands. Like the onomatopoeia of fist on face and still signing the papers because it's the only way to get papers. And we gotta get that paper, that blue passport bought with red blood and insults, that blue passport that says what we have always known but never lived, you are free. The papers say so. So we fill out papers, spend papers to get paper, to maybe one day stack paper. So much paper, we finally dry our backs green, wishing we were green and made of paper, but we are muscle and made of clay. Anyway, always, by whatever means necessary, even if by way of violence. Definition of sacrifice, taking it to make it. Tonight, I write the most tragic verses on blank sheets of paper that I stack and store in silence. One more short. I imagine myself mermaid longing for land, even if iron shore, even if mud swamp, even if ice sheet still sitting, maybe sleeping. Some fish sleep, but I am shark. So it goes. C'est la vie. Yani pex. At most, I float. Thank you.
Chris Lolly.
Incredible. That was so
Wow,
fire.
beautiful. I loved it.
That was amazing.
So good.
Good
Yes.
stuff.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So beautiful. Chris Lolly, blessings to you in Honduras. So glad that you're okay and that you're back, you know?
Yeah, and I'll make it back over to Chicago soon. Who knows when, but soon.
You will. I believe you. I believe you. Much luck to you. Much success on that journey, boy, because I know it's not easy. But your poetry shines bright wherever you are. You know, you make it. You just, I love your poetry. Okay, Thomas Connor is up next.
Wow, back-to-back Hondureños.
Hey, look at that.
Back-to-back Hondureños. Check it out. Only I'm from Brooklyn, so I can't really rep Honduras. So it's all right. It's all good. This pen wants to tell you of broken dreams in words too hard to say, in unwritten prose, unfinished essays, descriptive. I could still feel it on my tongue, yet hard to corral. I let go. I digress, pull back into the now. Broken and splintered, my word still needs to be heard. Of a home too broken to stitch, Mami Sanadora did her best. Taught me to convalesce, heal and unscab the past. Her weary face always covered by a smile. Harlequin glass mask cracked. I guess it just doesn't fit anymore. Thoughts still too hard to corral. Through the looking glass, I choose to avoid. Blinded by the light of her reflection, bright and broken by the hearts I tried to catch. I, solemn and alone, you know, lone soldier type march. See, solitude is my comfort. I guess I'm just too Brooklyn sometimes. This hardcore ex-hustler still in my mind, still on my grind with an old school Brooklyn type chant. Yo, Brooklyn, where you at? She's silent in her screams. I guess I just don't know her anymore. End poem.
Yo, Thomas Connor. Yo, you know, I have never heard the word sanadora. I've heard curandera, but sanadora is healer also. It's from sanar, but I hadn't heard it put in that way. So thank you so much for that poem. And just
thank you.
Thank you so much. Ok, ahora vamos a ver cómo estás. Tabitha in the BX, baby. BX is repping tonight.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetheart. Where you
You're
at?
welcome and you look lovely. The best of luck on your show, Mom. Make it happen. God bless.
Thank you.
I'm gonna rock out with a new piece and a shorty, okay?
Yeah, new shit and a shorty.
It's called a letter no longer written. Clouds fill the sky with my troubles, but I know it's his blessings that pour over me. Guide a child you met while the angels watch. I grow a seed and gently place her on the sill of my window. Memories flow with the sound of the world. The emotional state I'm in today is pretty. I lift chin to the world and let down my head of troubles. I look for the red in bottoms, not the ones blessed with, but the ones I trampled over, taking notes by the neck. I haven't shaved in days. The stoppage in my tub has me parting 20 minutes early just to give my super dirty looks. I have sent him 1,000 calls. There's no money coming in, and the security of my state has left me with no tools. But in his highest, I know he still waits upon my arrival. Roots in hand, for the sun has grown a new day, and I have awakened to the neglect of my own. And peace.
Ooh, Tabitha. Wait, were you gonna do a short one too? You said, right? That was both? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Wait. Why can't I unmute? Hold on. There you go. Go ahead. Asking to unmute, Tabitha.
That was my shorty because I'm trying to write shit compressed so it feels more. I mean, if you got time, I got time for another one. But that was my shorty.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Tabitha. That was some real raw shit right there. Keeping it funky. You know how
Thank
we
you.
do. Mwah. Fabulous. Okay, ahora let's get ready for Queen Ray Jane, aka Thunderlung, aka
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you.
Welcome. You know we love you.
I love you too.
Greetings. How are you?
So happy. I'm relaxed. I'm like super relaxed.
I'm chilling.
Yeah. Are you
I see
seeing?
you got big things coming. You got big things happening. We proud of you.
Thank you. You know, I rise, you rise. We all rise together.
I know that's right, sis.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right. Absolutely. So I'm gonna jump in so we all, be respectful of everybody's time. As Bruja said, my name is Ray Jane. If you like what you hear, you can find me at itsrayjane.com. That's itsrayjane.com. This is a reworked piece. Trying to rewrite this book and doing workshops that you guys are putting on to help me refine my words. So Elemental just had one, and this helped me bring down one piece about my dream man. So it's entitled, Last Night I Dreamt of You, Husband. Last night I dreamt of you, husband. Clear picture so crystal, the way you made my love a prism of possibility. Thankful for deep sleep, I submitted to my mind's weavings. In and out of dreamscapes, subconscious raising velvet curtains on our play. I find you handsome in old age. Eyes with the same sparkles sprinkled by new crows. I see your love grow as I attempt not to get caught staring. Peering over spectacles, reading the wisdom of Sun Tzu, I feel your kisses remain swift as we sink into the softness of some kind of blue. Miles away from our youth, our sands sifted and our old scene began to dissipate, finding us dipped in green clouds as we'd puff and pontificate, caught us arms waving. Amidst passionate debate, I saw love in my eyes. In love with your black pride, as your words freed the people, as your words lifted the race. Family Stone tried to help me explain how honored I'd be to raise our seeds, ensuring they grow with self-love ingrained. This vision was not always clear, though. Sometimes only showing slivers, so I only peered into our pain. I saw you pray with me. I saw you go to God to make a way with me. Rem and longing, let me feel you lift me every time obstacles brought me to my knees. It must have been a lucid dream. Scenes shifted again. I swore I fell into your skin. Midnight mixing into the deepest shades of melanin. Felt the percussion of your pulses beat. Became green with envy that your rhythm dared go on without me. Saw how your ancestors poured over you. crowning you in tight curling tendrils. It was a dream so sweet that when reality greeted me, I scrambled to pray that if we were ever blessed enough to meet, after I fixed my shit, got together my stuff, did whatever was necessary to recognize the very step of your feet, I'll know you're for me by the Timbs worn a certain way, the noticeable drawl of South when the sound of my name in your mouth straightens every vertebrae, the scent of you so heady like deja vu make me unsteady on what I thought I knew already. Vibrations hitting the same spot, like lightning rod, like recurring insight. I hope to God one day that it's right, that I recognize you and you know me by my light. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
so incredible. So incredible. So
Yeah.
beautiful. I love the afro. You look so good. You look so good.
Queen Ray Jane.
You did amazing.
As always, Queen Ray Jane brings the thunder straight from the lung asunder. Wow, just to be able to see love that far is just, I loved it. Exactly the imagery, right, Indigo Lee? Thank you so much, and thank you for your birthday wishes. I want to see, more in 2022, just more. So there's a name in the chat. I mean, on the list, Sydney. I don't see. If you're under another name in the room, let me know. But right now, we're gonna go with Mr. Speaker Sears.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good to be here. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And so Ray did Love Afar. I'm gonna do Love like right here, real close. Let's go. Baby girl, I want to start a conversation with you that will last several generations. Our combination will bless nations. Come feel the verbal vibration of our collaboration, me loving you through thick and thin, to levels only God can comprehend. Look, I am not your father or your mother, but baby, I am your biological lover. Sweetheart, live this dream with me, where the only thing better than us is pure fantasy. Take this journey as poets write and live vicariously through what they see. Come, let's join hearts, souls, lives, and hands. Allow me to show you the strength of a submitted and committed man. Be my life's diamond, so that every time I see you, my soul slows down to admire your presence, your beauty, your essence, and your favor. See, the day we join hands, I will forever savor. When I listen to music, it is about us that I reminisce. See, baby girl, you are every song in my playlist. Be my spades and dominoes partner for life. Mutually covering one another, turn to me during strife. Add to my confidence, be my good thing, and increase my abilities happily. Your presence in my life is proof that there is a God and that he loves me tremendously. I am standing here hoping to have a lifelong conversation with you. So baby girl, with me, I would like to know, what are you gonna do? In peace.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Sears. Thank you. What are you gonna do? Putting it out there like what? Let me know. Let me know. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker Sears. Now, let's go all the way to India and see what's cooking with Unmesh Mohitgar. ¿Dónde está?
Happy birthday, La Bruja. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Wait, I can't. There you go.
Wish you a
Good to see
very
you,
happy
Unmesh.
birthday.
You
And
so much.
and just like me, you have also stopped aging, just like all of us.
Is that the fountain of youth? You know, is we must have it somehow. We have found it.
Yeah, you join new and you stop aging. It just happens. Okay, you can find me on Unmesh Mohitkar on Instagram and Facebook. I have an open mic every Saturday, 9 p.m. India time, 10:30 a.m. EST New York time. Please do join. Here we go. I've got few short ones. Okay. Okay, sorry for this. Okay, these are few short ones. Okay. Shady corridors of power, salivating, roving eyes of unshakable pillars of bureaucracy, corruption. Shady corridors of power, salivating, roving eyes of unshakable pillars of bureaucracy, corruption. That was the first one. Second one. Tiptoeing throughout his life. Tiptoeing throughout his life, he hurt none till he saw the crushed toes. Till he saw the crushed toes. The next one, the room full of debris of memories. Room full of debris of memories he left to make room for himself. He left to make room for himself. And this is a bit longer one. Like a river flowing nonchalantly in one direction through valleys and mountains, sometimes laughing loudly as waterfalls, sometimes crying silently like a water in a pond. Survived parched lands, deserts, loveless nights, memories of loved one kept him alive. He lived in memories. Memories served him well. Summers spent waiting for the rain. Lips were parched as the land. Every drop of water worth its weight in life. He didn't even waste his tears. Why waste tears for things unchanging? Things did not change with time. He changed. Old things still mattered. Life made more sense. Change do change you. Sometimes status quo changes you beyond recognition. Sometimes status quo changes you beyond recognition. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Unmesh Mohitkar. Yeah, the stepped on toes and then leaving to make room for myself and the whole thing. I was thinking like a hoarder situation because I was raised that way, and I was like, oh my god, it had a whole other meaning to me. Unmesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavlua, and a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you again. Thanks so much. Okay, now let's go back to the Boogie Down Bronx with Naima McQueen.
Hey guys, happy birthday.
Gracias.
All right, so I'm gonna do a piece that I wrote last year in honor of Black History Month. And yeah, I'm ready to like perform it more this year for some reason. I don't know. Chosen. My Black is beautiful. My Black is golden. The melanin that coats my skin is the art that was chosen. We sing and we dance, we jive all night. We laugh, we cry, we joke and we fight. We are both love and light. We ascend past our fears and past oppression. We thrive to new heights beyond discretion. Our history is not just slavery, bondage, and pain. It's not just corruption, sin, and chains. It's more than poverty, loss, and shame. You see, the blood from our ancestors was meant to remind us that we aren't really worth much. But the blood from my ancestors serves to remind me that I am more than enough. Yeah, things will get tough. Hell, they've always been. Yes, we fall, but we count to 10, get back up, and try again. And again, and again, and again. Yes, sometimes we don't learn our lesson. Yes, sometimes we're too nice. Yes, sometimes we forget that we're in one ugly fight. A fight with our own home for our peace and our healing. They say the scars went away, but we definitely still feel them. These cuts cut deep, something surgery can't see. America, land of the brave, home of the free. Well, not for me. You see, America teaches us to throw away anything that seems broken because then it'll mess up the vision of the American dream that we're holding. Chosen, yet forgotten, but a nation that's supposed to be one under God. Well, then I find it kind of odd that Black bodies are dying as if it's a paying job. Black women being forced to choose between a husband and a son, as if there's not enough space for two Black men to exist as one. Our youth is on the run from everything that will help them to succeed. They say education leads to liberation, but that's something some refuse to believe. These cuts cut deep, something surgery can't see. Our souls are trying to rise from broken ashes. They're screaming, I can't breathe. Chosen, but for good or for bad. They don't want to see us win. And frankly, it's really sad. We asked them, are you racist? No, I have Black friends. I'd rather you be honest instead of trying to pretend. So I'm going to ask you again. Are you racist? Give it to me straight. There's no need to chase it. You see, I can handle your racism, but it's you it's eating alive. Your racism lives within you. No wonder it's something you're trying to hide. To look in the mirror every day and see such an ugly beast inside, it's just something I can't comprehend. So I'm gonna ask you again. Are you racist? You see, you may think I'm being disrespectful, but in order to heal, we need some type of basis, some foundation. These cuts cut too deep. This is beyond penetration. We're hurting and we're bleeding as a divided nation. You see, the healing will hurt, but not as much as staying in the same position. So I pray that we bind together and fight for the same mission. The next time you have the opportunity to partake in a difficult conversation, don't dismiss it. Sit in it. It's the only way we'll heal, by keeping it real. My Black is beautiful. My Black is golden. The melanin that coats my skin is the art that was chosen.
Yes, Naima McQueen. I'm so glad you're doing poetry and you're getting that message out there. There can never be enough of women and Black women. And, you know, like I have a poem called Soul of a Nation. And the first thing I say is, you know, Black is the original color of man. To honor thyself is to honor that. And the further you go back, the answer is still Black. So thank you. Now, let's see. This woman takes the world by storm. La Tormenta, Amanda Villanueva, who I've also been able to feature. And I'm so happy about that.
Happy birthday.
Thank
You are
you.
very welcome. I had no idea today was your birthday. It's been a few Thursdays since I've been here, but the fact that my first Thursday back is your birthday brings me so much joy.
So good.
You were the first person to put bread in my pocket. My first paid gig as a poet was through you. So shout out to you. Shout out for
Say it loud. I love it. That makes me so happy, and you deserve it. And that and so much more.
So I hope you have an amazing birthday. Thank you for sharing your birthday with us. I'll get into my piece. It's new shit. I haven't read it out loud yet. It's a work in progress. I wrote it this morning after a wicked dream that I had. So, also, I'm very honored to follow a Bronx poet, because shout out to Bronx poets, because we live. Okay. Last night, I dreamt I was sent to behavioral school. It was like Get Out made Offspring with prison. I was visiting as guest, but just so happened to get trapped in the system. Before this dream, I took a workshop whose theme was permission, penned a piece declaring I deserve every great thing this world has to offer. But this dream got me questioning the beliefs that read me to sleep when no one else is watching, when no one else wants me. This dream, proving life will catch up to me. I still haven't written a decent poem in weeks. The kind that makes me go weak. The kind that feels like I gave birth to a baby. This baby poet can't seem to find her feet. Everything sounds like a song on repeat. A song stuck in my head, but a song I haven't completely memorized yet. Improvising with whatever time left, lying to inner child, telling her we'll be all right, bypassing finger licking fermented fright. This dream suggesting I might need a break from poetry so I can learn how to stop swallowing it whole, stop forcing it to console the fact that I forgot how to chew, forgot how to take my time, forgot how to stop making everything rhyme. This dream, counting all the friends I've lost, said it was all my fault, regardless of what my other verses preach. How does one teach to write a good poem when she still hasn't written a decent one in weeks? Easy. Breathe. Like your bright ancestors believe in you because they do. Breathe. Like your belly, be a deeply rooted tree. Screw poetry. If I only use it as another means to become deceased in a way that doesn't encourage a rebirth. Breathe. Like your knees know good poetry will make its way back. Breathe. Like you know damn well there be nothing you lack. Thank you.
La Tormenta Amanda Villanueva. Ooh. Yo, that dream says a lot. I have to analyze that in behavioral school. That is that's some real psychological shit right there, honey. But all that truth. Thank you so much. Now let's go to Cali. Going back to Cali. Cali with Bill Elkins.
Happy birthday, La Bruja.
Thank you, Bill.
Wow, 40, huh? 41.
49.
You're a kid. Anyway, okay, I'm going to do an original. It's a song I've probably done before, but anyway, it's called It's You, Girl. And this is dedicated to you. Hope you enjoy it. It's you, girl, decked in effervescent blue. It's you, girl, spirit tender and true. You are my sage, my Venus, my belle. You're so perceptive, artistic, and cool. It's you, girl, my philosophical muse. It's you, girl, who taught me to be is to do. You are visionary ahead of your time. You ignore what's fashionable, accepted, or defined. It's you, girl, folk singer so true. It's you, girl, voice so silken and new. I love your ethereal singing at the avant-garde. You turned me on to Dylan with your soprano and guitar. It's you, girl, my coffee house queen. It's you, girl, my brown-eyed babe in blue jeans. I drink you in my dreams, you're so beautiful and fine. You live for today with so much passion in mind. I'm so grateful you're my friend and my musical muse. Thank you.
Bill Elkins. It's you, Bill. On your guitar.
I'm gonna blush.
Thank you, Bill Elkins. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and now let's hear from the tremendous Kaila Tukaya.
Hello.
Hi.
Birthday, Reina. Birthday, Queen. Tormenta. We've been celebrating Bruja's birthday every week. Every week we were missing you. We were celebrating leading up to this day. 3. I know it's technically tomorrow, but happy birthday again.
Thank you so much. Your heart is so huge. It probably could cover the sun. That's how big it is.
Well, first of all, I'm on unceded Tongva land. And hello to all of my fellow poet fam. And I have a tiny little shorty in dedication of you. It's a journal entry I found, but it's in dedication of you for today. Speaking of hearts, right? So I have a shorty and then another little piece, a longer piece. So 49 years ago, your heart was forming, right? And our whole life is a miracle. A heart forms first. It was put there to guide us. Your truth lives in your heart. So we're only alive because our hearts are beating effortlessly on their own. We're only alive because of the rhythm of our inner truth. They're like little castles holding our truth. And when we follow them, we never go astray. So that's a little shorty, but I just think that your heart was forming 49 years ago. Before that, it was in the galaxy being born as a star before we ever knew you. And now we know you and we get to bask in your light. And you give so much to this community, your heart.
Thank you. Oh my God, you're making me tear. And it's crazy. I spoke about the heart. That's some bruja shit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I'm so grateful that you were in the womb 49 years ago and your heart was forming with all the truth and all the wisdom you would ever need to know. And you're still following it and you've always followed it. And all you do is lead with grace and love and laughter and light. And you make it look really easy. And that's what hearts do. We don't have to consciously go, let's beat. Are you beating? Come on. That's what you do. And you're the heart of this community. So.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You're so beautiful.
And my other piece is, it's new shit that I wrote because I noticed my neighbor moved and it really made me sad. So I'm gonna share this piece. It's called Scott. My neighbor's body is falling apart and I don't know how to fix him. My sweet, kind neighbor who would never hurt a fly. I don't know how to make him strong. So I carry his groceries whenever I get the chance. It's not even that he is very old. It's just that something in his body stopped allowing all the mechanisms to work, all the pieces to flow in sync. Nothing's communicating anymore. And it feels like he is a 6'2" doll stuffed with straw. So heavy, so light, so fragile. He called me once and asked if I would check on him, that his door is always unlocked. I think it was the most vulnerable thing anyone has ever asked of me. Can you just come into my apartment every once in a while to see if I'm okay? Sometimes I feel like this whole life is slipping through my fingers, and I'm reminded of it every time I see Scott trying to hold on to the banister. I wish I could hold the whole world on my back or pour my youth into cups for the elders to drink. He asked me to open the door anytime I wanted to, but most days I felt too shy to go in. Why is it so intimate to go inside someone's personal space unbidden, even when they ask you to? Sweet Scott, I did it twice. Let myself in to check on you. And when I saw you, it felt like the couch was swallowing you whole, like you were sinking in quicksand and I couldn't get you out. So instead, I carried your laundry, your recycling, that was way too heavy even for me. How many times did you do that when a neighbor wasn't there? I carried as much as I could every time I saw your limbs like jelly on the stairs. Was it enough? Is it ever enough? I wish I could have carried more. I wish I wasn't so scared. I wish I could have given more. Your apartment is empty now. I can smell the fumes of new paint and increased rent, but I know you're still alive. I can sense you moved to a place that will help you, where nurses will do what I barely did 24 hours a day. I hope they're kind to you there. I hope you get to see your son more. I hope you know you're loved, Scott. And that when you left, I noticed.
Tukaya, you're so thoughtful. Oh my God. That was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. You took my mind. You made me think of something that happened today, actually. I went to get a massage, and if you've seen my story, I did a little TikTok story and I shared it on my Instagram about my masseuse. I've had this relationship with my masseuse, this Chinese woman. For over 10 years, I've been going to the same masseuse, and her English is very minimal, and I certainly don't speak Mandarin. So we just had communication through touch. And she was just the best masseuse. I have scoliosis and 2 metal rods in my spine, and I deal with pain maintenance. And she was my healer. You know, I would always go to her for the healing, for her touch. And I went today to get a massage, and there was another Chinese lady there, and I was like, "Is Michelle here?" And I know her name is not Michelle, but that was her American name. Is Michelle here? And she's like, "No, Michelle, no more." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she didn't know, and she had enough English to tell me what happened to Michelle. And that happened today. And, you just don't know the last time. And I'm so grateful for all the years that I had her healing hands. I would literally kiss her hands when she would be done. And she would like give me fruits sometimes. She would give me gifts. Like we had this exchange. And as I laid in that same massage table that she always put me in with this other woman, her hands on me, she was beautifully healing hands too. My tears just fell because I was like, "Oh my God, my Michelle." Those simple little things of, connections that we make, and you don't know when the last time it is you'll say goodbye, and you just don't know. And I'm just so grateful. She gave me this Native American doll, and she didn't even know how much it meant to me. Just these things. Well, you made me think of it. And thank you for that beautiful poem. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kyla, about the heart. And then I was thinking, actually they say it's the asshole that forms first. They do say that. It's the asshole. They say that. Okay, I appreciate the whole heart sentiment, but I was like, actually, my asshole formed first. I was an asshole first. I think we all. But anyway, thank you, my love. You're just just so larger than life. Un besote.
We all love you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. So now we're going to get into the good luck round. And our first good luck round performer is actually a comedian. My mascara is going into my eyeballs. It burns. um, Let me see here. And I'm going to get the doll that she gave to me. I'm going to go get that doll. But Frank, my good luck rounders, to close out, everybody has 2 minutes, okay? You have 2 minutes to do your thing. Good luck rounders, you know who you are. The list is in the chat. First, we have Frank Moshman. Unmute. Asking to unmute again.
Yeah. Can people go off mute because I'm doing comedy? Is that okay?
Can people what?
Can people go off mute since I'm doing comedy? If you're willing to hear the laughter.
I don't know what you mean, but we're ready for comedy. I could tell you that.
Yeah,
much.
but can people go off mute when I do comedy so I can hear the laugh?
Oh, okay. You want to do that? Okay, we're gonna.
If you want, if they want.
If that's what you want, let's do that. We're gonna unmute everybody, but be responsible while he's doing his comedy. Don't get all in the way. You can laugh, but all right. Frank Moshman is about to take over with the comedy, and here we go.
Well, my son, I do have a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. And happy birthday, La Bruja.
Thank you.
So let's see. So last August, Trixie and I celebrated our 23-year anniversary. I'm going to get a standing ovulation. Now, I don't know how Trixie feels about this, but I still carry a photo of my ex. She's really hot. What do you think? Photo of my ex. Now, when they say Frank, what did you see in Trixie? Well, she's attractive, she's sweet, she has a sense of humor. They say, Trixie, what did you see in Frank? She says, I don't know, but I used to be very nearsighted. Now, Trixie and I get along well, which has a very funny way of keeping me in line. She goes, Frank, if you give me a hard time, I won't give you a hard time. I think all relationships are like that for guys. So anyway, don't get me started with Viagra. Viagra is expensive. If I was single, it would be much cheaper to pay women to act like they like me. I went to the doctor and he said to me, if I take Viagra, I'll get an erection on demand. The problem is I'm 59 years old. There's no demand for my erection.
Oh.
And Trixie, the only time she always takes orgasms, the only time she'll scream is when the Wi-Fi signal goes down. Okay, the other day she was screaming, yes, yes, don't stop. My neighbors knew I was doing the dishes. The other day we were having sex and I thought she was carrying a phone, but no, it actually turned out to be a life alert button. She just loves those words. Help! My boyfriend collapsed on top of me and he won't get up. And finally, before I met Trixie, I've had nothing but psychotic ex-girlfriends. And things actually worked out with one of them until it ended kind of abruptly. I gave her a ring. She gave me the finger.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you,
There you go,
Frank.
Frank.
And this is the doll. Let me mute. This is the doll that my masseuse gave me in one of our last sessions. It's kind of creepy, but I like it. And now I'm gonna hug her to think about my masseuse, Michelle. Okay, let's see what's good with Ashley B.
Hi everyone. I hope everyone's having a good night. Happy birthday, Bruja.
Thank you.
So I'm a body from the Lower East Side. This means so much to me.
Oh,
and if you guys want to follow me, Ashley Blossoms, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you guys have, Ashley Blossoms. And I love, first of all, I'm honored to follow up after all of these beautiful pieces. And I love that we touched on the topic of love because we're wrapping up January and Valentine's Day is coming up. So that's my piece, going to be on love. All right. We make eye contact a little too long. You seem so sure of me, but I'm not so submissive until I feel your strength and hear the bass in your tone to reassure me of my importance in your life, and you admire the things that draw you close. I'm imagining the way you'll look at the altar while we're isolated in front of our loved ones as they witness our levitation away from our old lives, and how you'll look at our firstborn so gently, scared to even look too hard because you weren't shown love growing up, but you make sure the past doesn't turn you bitter. You're just a little too cautious now after you've built up the courage to expose your vulnerability to the wrong people, and now everyone's kept a little at a stiff arm's length in order to remain in peripheral because one wrong move and now they've harmed you again. So I will keep my promise to love and protect you in better or worse, for I have not forgotten the hard work I've invested into myself to become the warrior of a woman whose strength in her own faith will be the pillar of foundation of a home to shelter the heart you've welcomed me into. The heart that was returned back to you with an insuperable coldness, yet you somehow found me worthy of the little warmth left in you. So in flames, we will start a wildfire and brighten up a darkened world with this rare, everlasting emotion I never want to end.
All right, Ashley B. Passionate poetry. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Many blessings to you all the way to the Lower East Side where the New Yorican Poets Cafe resides. Yes, New Yorico, baby. Ahora, let's see what's good in this good luck round. You got 2 minutes. Terry Rose. Asking to unmute Terry Rose.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, is that it? There's plenty more time. Was that? Oh, I guess. Well, okay, we're gonna get a quick.
Hi. I'm going to read a poem I wrote for MLK Day.
Mic drop. See you. Peace out. So right.
Another holiday to commemorate another brave hero who spoke out against injustice and paid for it by being murdered. Cut down in the prime of life, speaking truths too hard to hear for those who did the crime. This story is all too familiar. Are we numb, dumb? Can we not see how history keeps repeating itself? Is it the rule of fate that we are doomed to repeat the lesson until it is learned? From the looks of things, we have learned nothing. My dream is that we will wake from this nightmare.
Thank you, Terry Rose. Absolute truth. MLK. My goodness. You know, like the way that treated as a hero now in his death, but in his life, my gosh, the torment. Thank you for that, Terry.
You're welcome.
Robert is up next. Let's unmute Robert. Unmute. I don't hear you. You have to unmute.
Go try
Robert.
something. Hi, I'm Robert Brashear. I'm from Harlem, and 2 minutes caught me by surprise, so I'll do my best. So there's another new coronavirus strain. It just mutates again and again and again. There's no way I'm going to vax. I still hear them say. All I can say, I don't roll that way. I don't roll that way. It's not the way it was raised, not the way it was raised. Feel like a slate getting darker every day. All I can say, I don't roll that way. They still can't believe the guy they wanted did not win. Say it's gotta be fraud. They say it's a sin. We're gonna pass some laws and take your votes away. Well, all I can say, we don't roll that way. We don't roll that way. It's not what I believe and not the way it was raised. I feel like it's late getting darker every day. All I can say, we don't roll that way. The refugees die in the desert and they die in the sea. All they want is the freedom to live and be free. We gotta close our borders, I hear them say. All I can say, I don't roll that way. We don't roll that way. It's not what I believe and not the way I was raised. I feel like it's late getting later all the day. All I can say, we don't roll that way. All I can say is, don't roll that way.
Woo! Robert, all right. Oh, that was cool. Very Bob Dylan vibes. Was feeling that. Thank you. Oh,
could you give us some advice as to the best way to figure out how to get on the list? I couldn't quite figure that out.
Okay. What can I say? You go. The list opens up 24 hours before showtime. And so you go to neweurekan.org, you select the Thursday night open mic, and then you click to get your artist ticket. Once you have that artist ticket, now I have to figure out how it is that you're responded to let you know on the list. But I'm going to do my best to make sure that it's a tighter system.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, Robert. Cameron is up next. Let's see what's good with Cameron.
Hey, what's going on?
Where are you, Cameron?
Can you see me?
There, I see you. Yes. Okay, cool.
Cool.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's definitely fun to be here with y'all. I've heard a lot about you. I'm actually here in Tennessee, originally from Memphis, but living in Nashville right now. So glad to be joining.
Right.
And so I'm gonna be sharing a little bit of poetry. Y'all don't mind. All right, I call this piece Love Language. I want to be fluent in your love language. Are you the type to like love letters escrito en español? ¿Tú crees en ti? Do you really believe in me? I know you walk like heaven with authority, but is there a gift I could give you that would cause tu corazón se pachata? Can my acts of service bring you guava joy that causes silver linings in your life to adote, cause life to cangayete? Translation, think about it. Quiero ser fluida en tu idioma de amor. Translation, I want to be fluent in your love language. I want to spend quality time translating Kibo into a common hope. Let it be a dialect I speak easily. No gingo barriers. We can translate and understand language at the borders. No use standing the distance of tin and tierra. Heaven and earth can spend quality time together forever. Love sometimes may be bitter like mirari macha, but it can smooth over wounds like horchata. I want this love to touch todos espiritu and wash all spirits with wonder, crush fear into sweet arequipe. Watashi wa anata no ai no gingo ni tan no ni naritai. Translation, I want to be fluent in your love language. Speak affirmation simultaneously through your past, present, and future. Cherish you like an evanescent sunset. Te amo, aishiteru. I could think of 4 ways to say I love you, but I think your heart would only need one. Thank you.
All right, Cameron Mitchell with that love poem in many languages. The languages of
Thank you.
love. Very lovely done.
And for the other, if y'all didn't know that I was Japanese, of course, with Spanish. So yeah, yes. Thank y'all for letting me share that with y'all. I definitely enjoy what I've been hearing tonight.
Great to see you. Welcome, here at the New Yorican Poets Cafe. Now this home is yours. It is all of your homes, and you're always welcome back.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias a ti. Ahora, Iggy. Let's see what's good with Iggy PV.
Hello?
You got a camera,
Yep.
Iggy?
So I apologize because I don't have a functioning webcam at the time. Is that okay?
Well, make it really quick, Iggy, because we want to see your face, but it's okay.
Okay. I should have asked this before, but you guys do covers, right? Or
Go ahead, go for it.
okay, so I'll be performing a cover by Shoji Meguro called Heaven. So can't get my mind out of those memories. Now it's time to tell us, don't take my dream. Still music keeps on turning me, but the words can't hurt my soul. Removing doubts from my mind. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer days slowly fade away, finding ways through the favorite tune, filling me with those sounds. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer days slowly fade away, finding ways through the favorite tune, played all day with my eyes closed.
Iggy, thank you for that. That was sweet. Thank you so much for sharing and joining us with that music. That was lovely. Piano playing. I love piano.
That was like my first time, basically. So.
First time ever. Wow, I should have popped your cherry, but thank you. I look forward to seeing you and hearing more of you. Now we're going to close out with a video. Poeta Cool reached out to me, said he wants to share something for my birthday. So we're going to close out this way. Let's see what's good with Poeta Cool in Japan. Someone else that I featured.
Bruh, thank you so much and happy birthday, bruh. When I hear your voices, I want to show you something, especially for tonight's Bruh's birthday. So just 20 seconds, 20 seconds video.
All right, 20 seconds it is.
Yeah. I hope, please enjoy watching. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Poeta Cool. So super sweet. All of you are just
simple.
I love it. Simple is means a lot. A simple goes a long way. I love the simple things, you know. And what we do here is simply uplifting to my soul, and I live for it. I love it. I love all of you. Thank you for all your birthday wishes. I'm gonna make 49 count. My last year in my 40s. And I look forward to sharing so much with you. Thank you, everybody. New Eureka Poets Cafe, La Bruja, on birthday eve, Age of Aquarius, 2022, over and out. Gracias. Let me unmute you guys one last time.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Bruja.
Happy
How does it feel to be 21 again?
Happy birthday
to you.
Come on, girl.
Happy birthday, Happy birthday to you.
Aquarius season, baby.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yo, we have so much more to do in this year, you know. Thank you so much. I've made some wishes, and I will let you know very soon about whether they come true or not. And
when? Did you say when they come through? I didn't hear you. You had broke up.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, we love you.
Poets Cafe is your home, and I am your hostess with the mostest. I just
yes. Peace and blessings, Bruja.
Thank you.
You're gonna get this
Thank
love,
you for
Bruja.
sharing
You're
your
gonna get it
birthday.
all.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere. I love being here with you, really. This year, that year, every year, moving forward. My 50th. I'm picturing we'll all be at the New Eureka Poets Cafe.
Oh, I forgot to tell I'm 55.
Yes, let me get my
I'm
outfit together.
55 today.
Ooh, 55. Beautiful.
Where?
Yeah. 55, January 20th. Today is my birthday.
No, I'm just saying, I'm looking at you, but where?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Every time you write a poem, you get younger by a year. So write that poetry, my loves. Buenas noches. Age of Aquarius is upon us.